Let me tell you one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned as a creative professional that has literally made my career possible. 8 or 9 years ago, my wife and I were out in California, and we had hired this producer that we had a ton of respect for a record that we wanted to make. And we had hired a band that we had a ton of respect for to play on this album with us. And we had rented this really expensive studio. And not only that, all of our friends and family had donated and invested into helping us have this opportunity. The night before we went in to record, and we had 3 or 4 days in this studio, the night before, the producer said, hey, why don't you rewrite 5 out of the 6 songs before tomorrow morning? And so that would be like a verse needed some work, a chorus needed some work, this bridge could probably be a little better. But I had never written under pressure. I'd always just written when I was inspired and everything felt right and the air outside was nice and my tea was perfect. Like, I had never written under pressure before, and I crumbled. That night was one of the worst nights of my life. I was horrified, and I didn't get anything rewritten. I locked up completely inside. So the next day, we were able to work out the schedule of the studio. We were able to push it back a week. The musicians had to leave on a leg of a tour, but they would be back the following week, that we could do it in the studio a week later. And he basically said, every day this week, you're gonna come to my home studio and you're gonna work as a professional songwriter, and you're gonna write like it's your career. And I did. First day was terrible until I had a breakthrough. And then I started to get the momentum moving, and he helped coach me through this of learning to write under pressure. Now I actually prefer to write under pressure. In fact, if I need to write a lot of songs, I will book time, or I will have a musician that's going to come work with me, or I will find a way to be under pressure so that I have to write. As a producer now, I get to do this with artists all the time, where artists will be coming in to record and I will have no idea what the drum parts and bass parts and keys parts and lead guitar parts and whatever I'm responsible to add to that song are gonna be. And I basically just book myself to have to write. And I now thrive in that feeling. It's the same thing if I'm doing brand work for a business. I may not know their marketing, like the plan that we're gonna have for their marketing or for their logo when I book with that business, but I know that the creative inside of me comes alive when I'm under pressure. And so I now put myself in situations to be pressured to create. And often that's when I create the best work nowadays. So one of my best lessons in life, literally, which has helped my career immensely, has been to learn to create under pressure. If you don't know how to create under pressure, challenge yourself. Book yourself studio time before you have a song ready and get the song ready, or book yourself on a photo shoot or a design project or something that you have no plans for and no ideas for, and throw yourself under pressure and learn how to thrive in it. It will make your career much, much stronger. Anyways, guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll chat with you in the next one.